I'm dating coach and relationship expert Jennifer Hurwitz, and welcome to Doing Relationships Right. Raw, authentic, and insightful, this podcast is a no bullshit look at all things dating and relationships. The good, the not so good, and the what the hell was that? No worries, I've got you, and we'll figure it all out together without taking ourselves too seriously here on Doing Relationships Right. Here you are at midlife. Your boobs have entered a new zip code. You have genes older than your daughter's new fiance. And now you're single again. But is that cause for a crisis? Hell no. It's time to pick yourself up, buttercup. Whether you're freshly unhitched, just dipping your toesies back into the dating pool, or ready to dive into a new relationship, my new book, Midlife Priceless, a dating coach's guide to finally doing relationships right, has you covered with new dating and relationship advice tailored to meet you wherever you are in your relationship journey. Join me, Jennifer Hurwitz, author of best-selling books, One Happy Divorce and Woulda, Coulda, Shoulda, as I share BS-free tips and laugh out loud personal anecdotes to help set you on the path toward finally doing dating and relationships right. Grab your copy of my new book, Midlife Priceless, at jenniferhurwitz.com. That's jenniferhurwitz.com. Good morning. This is Jennifer Hurwitz and Doing Relationships Right. Hi, everybody. It's Tuesday, and usually on Tuesday, I have guests with me in the studio. But today, happy Tuesday and happy Just Jen. It's a Just Jen Tuesday. Look how I did that. I'm making it a Just Jen today because I can, because it's my show. So hi. Welcome. It's just me today for a little long, elongated version of Just Jen. So hi, welcome. I'm going to do a little bursting of your bubble today. A little pop. Look, I'm not pessimistic. I'm not a pessimistic person. I'm a realist. I'm realistic. Okay. So I want you to know that, if you don't like a person who doesn't sugarcoat things. I'm not fucking Willy Wonka. I don't sugarcoat shit. If you've read my books, then you know this about me. I don't sugarcoat many things. I give it to you straight. So I'm going to do that today for you. I'm going to give you a couple of things that I need to tell you about dating and relationships, some myths that I wish I knew way back before now. I feel like if I would have known about these dating myths and these relationship myths and this bullshit, if I would have gone into my relationships knowing what I know now, I would have been a little bit more, a little more realistic. And I think that being realistic is not being pessimistic. It's just knowing that life is not all rainbows and unicorns and sunshine and, running through the tulips singing show tunes. Okay. I think that it's important to know the facts before you go into a relationship and understand that it's going to take work. I've written 3 books now under, along these lines with this topic. And it just baffles me. It baffles me sometimes how people still are out there searching for their soulmate. They're searching for their person. They have their one. They're looking for love at first sight. Look, don't be hating on me. Don't be posting messages and sending me shit that says there is love at first sight. I know it is out there. My person, he's there, she's there, and bullshit. Everybody is imperfect. There is no perfect person. I used to say that about my ex-boyfriend. He's my person. I found him. He's my person. Bullshit. Okay. He wasn't my person. I thought he was my person because I had this grandiose version of what my person was supposed to look like. Okay. He had imperfections. I had imperfections. We were imperfect together. Our relationship was imperfect. That's life. That's how it goes. Okay. And I'm sticking to it. I'm just sticking to it. So look, here's a little myth, that you need to know. Number 1, everyone says, when you meet the right person, you're going to know. Oh, you're going to know it. You're going to, when you know. Bullshit, y'all. This is the biggest bullshit ever. You are not going to know anything. You're not going to know anything. You're going to think you know. He's going to love bomb you. She's going to put on a show for the first 90 days. You're going to take off those rose-colored glasses and all of a sudden, bam. Shit's going to hit the fan and life is going to pop open and it's going to be realistic and you're going to be like, oh my God, who is this person I'm dating? Because you don't know anything about this fucking person. You might have met them on a website, on a dating app. You may have met them through a friend, or you thought they worked at, Target at the CEO of the company. It ends up he's the fucking stock boy. Yes, that's a true story that happened to me. You don't know. So don't put all your, emotions into this first person that you're like, oh, he's the one. He's the one. I found him. He's the one. Stop looking for sparks. Okay. Stop look for real things. Look for, if you understand each other, if you have commonalities, if you come from the same backgrounds, if with politics, you have the same, real things. Look for real things. Oh, now the next one that I love, this is one of my favorites. My clients are like, well, I'm not going to settle. I'm never going to settle. I'm going to wait for the right person. I'd rather be alone. I'd rather just sit here and wait for the right person. If you wait for the perfect person in your mind, this perfect person that you've created in your head, okay, this checklist of everything you need in this person, it ain't never going to happen, y'all, okay? Because you're never going to find a perfect version of what your ideal boyfriend or girlfriend is going to be. No one is ever perfect. There's no Disney fairy tale. There's no prince on a white horse. Oh gosh, y'all. I mean, there's no such thing as a right or perfect person. Okay. I already said this. I'm like, I just can't look at everyone they've got their shit. Everyone's got their baggage. Everyone comes to a relationship, with stuff. It's just how you handle it. It's how you unpack your baggage that matters, right? Yeah. I don't know. I think to myself, God almighty, what, y'all, what can I do to help you understand this? Another big myth that I think a lot of people really need to hear, especially younger people that are like getting engaged and they're in their 20s and 30s. And I tell my kids this all the time. People think that you don't have to work if you're with the right person. Like if you found the right person, it should be easy. If it's a good relationship, it shouldn't be hard. You shouldn't have to put work into it or effort. It should work. It should be right. If it's the right person, then, everything should be okay. It is such bullshit. Okay. You may be with a great person. You may love this person. You may be this may be like, it is the right person for you. Maybe you guys are connected, but you still need to put the work in every single day. Okay. Being happy, it takes work. Being happily divorced takes work. Being in a happy relationship takes work. Being happy in your friendships take work. Being happy with yourself takes work. Okay. It all takes work. And if you're not working, if you're not putting in the work and putting in the effort in that relationship, you're taking it for granted. My last relationship, I worked and I worked and I worked as hard. I could not work anymore on my relationship, and it didn't matter because my partner wasn't putting any work in, and I couldn't do it by myself. I just couldn't, So that's a big myth. Also, another thing that really is a huge myth is this, like back in the day, I'm 50 years old, but like back when I was starting to date in my 20s, the big thing was like men love bitches, right? And you need to play hard to get, and you need to play games, and men need to play this like hard ass, no feelings attached kind of hard to get thing. That is such bullshit. That's the biggest myth right now, y'all. Being vulnerable, letting someone know how you feel, sharing your feelings and acting like you care. That is what's hot right now. Okay. That's like having empathy, rising to the occasion, saying how you feel and what you want in your relationship. That is sexy. Okay. That's how you like, oh my gosh, like sharing, being vulnerable. It's how you get vulnerability back. It's how you cultivate emotion and love. And oh my God, it's just like, it's the mushy gushy stuff. I'm sure you, don't we all like people who want us? Don't we want to be with someone who wants us? Don't we want to be around people that like us and we like them back? It's like effort equals interest. I say it all the time, right? You got to get some to give some to get some, right? So don't play games. Don't be that coy bitch and like, make them wonder. And look, at if you want to text someone, text them. Oh, for the love of God, fucking text them. Okay. Text the person. Don't wait 3 days. Don't not say thank you after a date. Be kind. Kindness is sexy. Show up, okay? Okay, y'all, we need to talk about the holidays and divorce. It's a stressful time for families, especially when alcohol is involved, and our friends at SoberLink want to help. SoberLink has teamed up with divorce and family law experts to provide information that offers peace of mind during the holidays. For those who still haven't heard about SoberLink, it is the solution if you are going through a divorce and custody case involving alcohol. Whether you are falsely accused of alcohol use or are concerned about your child's safety because of the other parent's alcohol use, SoberLink can help. SoberLink works to keep children safe, and its technology makes it a gold standard in alcohol monitoring systems. Don't miss out on SoberLink's free guide for the upcoming holiday season. Request it today at www.soberlink.com/DRR. That's soberlink.com. And also, don't be fake. Don't be fake. Okay. If people are saying like, oh, don't show all your cards. I do believe that you should be able to go Tootsie Roll Pop. I tell my clients, those Tootsie Roll Pops where you have to lick them and lick them and lick them to get to the chewy, gooey, ooey center of the Tootsie Roll. Don't give away the ranch on the first date. Don't give all your deepest, darkest secrets. I don't believe in doing that. But I do believe in sharing. I do believe in, I don't know, like, your deepest, darkest secrets, maybe, but like positive attributes and saying how great you are. And like, I won my trophy in the third grade I was the fastest runner on whatever. It's kind of boring, right? I mean, you want to show your human side. You want to show that you have like a kind of I don't know, I can't think of a word, but whatever, you don't want to be superficial. You don't want to be superficial. You want to show up as your authentic self. Nobody is going to believe you if you sit there and you're like, oh, I'm perfect. And I was a cheerleader and I was the editor of the yearbook. And I used to do that shit on my first dates. Oh my God. I was a cheerleader in high school and I was the editor of the yearbook and I was the lead in every one of my plays in high school and everybody loved me. And I was so happy and I was a Spirit Award winner. I mean, bleh, right? It's like vomit. I want to vomit from that. Another myth. Okay, y'all, listen carefully. I wrote about this in my book. The myth is this. A lot of coaches out there, and I'm not bashing coaches, but a lot of relationship coaches say this, that you cannot date until you are the perfect version of yourself. Or you can't be happy. If you can't be happy single, you can't be happy in a relationship. I think that's bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Okay. We thrive as humans. We thrive to develop and be in nurturing, loving relationships. We thrive around other people. Okay. That's what we live for. We love it. That's our jam. Our quality of life is like, it deepens when we're in love. It deepens when we're around other people. We cherish that time. I'm sorry. Like, I'm going to say it. I don't like to be alone. I don't like it. Does that make me a bad human? Does it mean I'm like, I can't admit it out loud? I don't like to be alone. It doesn't mean I'm needy. It doesn't mean that I can't stand on my own 2 feet. It doesn't mean that I'm like, there's something wrong with me because I'm admitting I don't like to be alone, that I want to be with someone else. Someone said to me once, well, you've never been alone, Hurwitz. You go from boyfriend to boyfriend. Okay. So what? Fuck you. Okay. I don't like to be, do I like to be alone? Have you seen me? I love to be alone. I love it. I love to watch what I want to watch. I like to sleep in my own bed. I like to do my own thing, but I don't want to be alone all the time. Okay. I like noise. I like to snuggle up. I like to feel someone around me. I like to talk to people. It's just part of being human. It's part of sharing my world and my life, whether it's a friend or my family or a boyfriend. I just think that's a crock of shit. And also, I'm never going to be perfect. Okay. I'm never going to, if I'm perfect, there's a problem. Okay. That's a fucking lie. No one is ever perfect. I'm perfectly imperfect. If I waited to date after my divorce until I was the perfect version of myself. Fuck, I'd be single for the rest of my life. I like to grow and evolve and change. I'm always working on myself. I'm always learning new things. And I want someone who wants to do that with me. I want someone to grow and evolve and change with me. Not someone who's going to be lay there stagnant and lay there and just be like complacent and just sit there and be like, I'm happy with where I am in my life and this is fine. And fuck that. I want to go. I want to move. I want to shake. I want to roll. So I don't know. That's a myth to me as far as I'm concerned. Another thing too, a lot of coaches and a lot of people in the industry are saying like, you shouldn't tell people, what you want in a relationship. Bullshit. You should tell people what you want on your first fucking date. Here's what I'm looking for. I want a long-term relationship. If you don't want it, bye-bye. Why are you wasting everyone's time? Okay. You used to be like, oh my God, if you say how you feel and you tell people what you want in a relationship, then, you're totally needy and crazy. Everyone thinks you're crazy. No one thinks you're crazy. Okay. You don't have to wait to talk about anything. You can talk about whatever the fuck you want. Define your relationship. It's never too soon to say how you feel. I don't give a rat's patootie. I'm sticking to it. And that's it. That's all there is to it. And check in as much as you want. It doesn't make you insecure to say to your partner, hey, how you feeling? How are we doing here? Can I do something better? Is there something that I can do to make this work a little more functional, like easier? What am I doing different? Or what can I do differently to make this better? Okay, check in. Do a little check-in every night. How was our date today? Did we do good? Did we not? What can we do better? I mean, come on, y'all. It's not rocket science, but let's be honest. And another thing too, text when you say what you want to say, when you want to say it, and text when you want to text. And, be a good communicator. So if you don't, if you wait to say how you feel, or it's funny, I just so you know, I'm dating a new guy, and he says to me like he has an angel on one shoulder and a devil on the other, because the angel says to him, no, don't say anything. You don't want to upset her. And the devil says, no, say something. You have to say it. Get it off your chest. Like, it's really cute because, we're like in the new stages in our relationship. So it's like, but you have to say how you feel, because if you don't say how you feel, you will end up resenting each other. Oh my gosh. So please say how you feel. And then when you say how you feel, your partner should give you the safe space, to say it and not snap at you or yell at you, Anyway, that's it. I'm done. I ranted on and on and on and on and on. Oh my gosh. Wait, one more thing I have to add to this. So, I just have to add one more big falsity, big false myth. I used to think, and I was talking to Damona Hoffman about this. I think it was Damona, or maybe I saw it on one of her podcasts. If you don't follow Damona, go ahead. She's awesome. But we're talking about waiting to have sex and like when's the right time to have sex. And like, yes, I used to say absolutely, wait to have sex. Don't have sex on the first date. It's, deal with the repercussions, blah, blah, blah. But here's the thing. You know what? I'm sex positive, and I say have sex when you want to have sex. Just have sex when you want to have sex. Okay. Life is crazy and it's nuts and, shit happens, but you have to do what feels right to you. Okay. And there's no right time, other than what feels comfortable to you. So like, I don't know. If you feel like having sex, have sex. And if you don't feel like having sex, don't have sex, but don't hold on to the outcome. Okay. When it's done, it's done. You can't take it back. I call it a nose job effect. After you have a nose job, right? It's done. There's no turning back. You can't unring a bell. So I always think to myself, is that a nose job effect? Like, would you say something to someone about their nose after they've had their nose done? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I would never say to someone, clearly knowing they can't freaking fix the nose that just was on there. You see what I'm saying? You're not going to say, oh, I don't know. It's okay. Maybe I like it. No, you're going to say, I love it. It's awesome, because you can't fix the freaking nose job. Anyway, you see what I'm saying? Okay, that's it. It's been 18 minutes. It's under 20. I love it. I hope you guys like this episode about false myths. What did I call it again? Myths about dating and relationships, and Hurwitz's myths and things that I think are bullshit. Bullshit stuff about dating to forget as soon as you possibly can. And hopefully they help you. So that's that. And if you need any more help or you just don't need help at all, but you just want to read my new book, Midlife, Priceless, a dating coach's guide to finally doing relationships right. I talk about all this and more. The book is for everybody. It's a kind of do your own adventure kind of book, and you kind of go through it at your own pace, and there's different page turners and all this great stuff. And I'm really proud of it. So I hope if you do read the book that if you love it, you will give me a 5-star review on Amazon and share it with your friends and all that good stuff. So everybody do something fabulous for yourself today. Peace, love, and so much truth. Bye, guys. Hey, thanks for listening to Doing Relationships Right. Don't forget, if you enjoyed the show, subscribe, rate, and review wherever you get your podcast episodes. And please grab my books, One Happy Divorce and Woulda, Coulda, Shoulda, on my website, jenniferhurwitz.com. And look out for my new book, all about doing dating right, coming soon. As usual, thanks for listening. See you next week. Peace, love, and truth.